Okay, so we have a new update for y'all. We have a new vision that we want to share with you for our front yard. And I'm going to let Jamie explain this new vision. And Goose, of course.
Yeah, so we recently got some outdoor lighting that we wanted to put along the walkway. So we installed it and it just looked a little bit out of place. We thought it needed, just a little bit something more to align with the vision that we were looking for. And we actually got some inspiration from our neighbors who have a little strip of garden walkway that lines up their path to their front door. So we want to do something similar. I think we want to integrate boxwoods because we really like boxwoods. But then place the lighting in between those, and then in the spring be able to plant some bulbs and have tulips that'll pop up in front of them and just give a little bit of pop of color. And then this was Taylor's idea. She wants to do a little cutout on the edge where we can plant some more flowers that'll grow in the spring and fall, and just provide another area for us to have a little bit more visual weight and pop for the space.
So I sent the husband to go get more mulch for a couple of the side beds since we had recently replanted some, and then they put in some what are they called? Irrigation lines. And we had some very thin, small brown mulch, and he picked up like medium thick mulch, still brown, but like the bark is so thick, and I really don't like it, but I think I'm just trying to learn to like let these things go because it will decompose and we can add more mulch later. This is the new mulch, which again, it's like so thick and big. I feel like it takes away from all the plants compared to the small, thin brown mulch that we had. Am I overreacting? Do you think I should just let this go? I feel like it kind of just takes away from all the smaller plants that we had planted. I don't know, maybe after a couple weeks it'll look better. So I was on a mission to find some more houseplants for our nursery, our baby's nursery. So I went to the local nursery and picked out some of these really cute smaller houseplants. If you are just getting into houseplants, I highly recommend a snake plant. They are like the easiest plants to take care of. I mean, we water maybe once a week or so, and we've had this one forever, and it has grown, and I'm actually gonna repot this today. You should be repotting really every year, but I think it's been a couple years since we repotted that one. I'll show you this huge snake plant we have in our living room after this. But yeah, I'm just gonna pot these little ones. Oh, I also got a Chinese money plant, which these are also really easy to take care of, and they're lucky and they're really cute. And then I got this umbrella plant, which I've never had before, so we'll see how this goes, but I thought it was cute. The other thing is I have this pothos plant over here, and this has been growing for years and years. I repotted this like two years ago when we moved in. I mean, it is so long. So I am gonna repot this, and I'm actually gonna propagate some of these into like a smaller one to put in our baby's room too, and then give this thing a haircut. So this is our giant snake plant that we have had for how long, Jamie? Probably years, 5, 6 years.
Yeah, long time.
Long time. You can see just like how big it really is. And it is just thriving, absolutely thriving. The thing that we do with all of our houseplants is we name them when we get them. So all of our plants have a name, and this plant is Professor Snape. So these are our plants that we are going to repot today, and I'll show you how to. But the general rule of thumb is to, when you're repotting, is to look for something that's 2 to 4 inches bigger than the original pot. You're supposed to repot every 12 to 18 months, but I have not repotted in a couple years since we moved here. So our beloved pothos plant over here is going to repot it, and I'm going to propagate it into some other pots as well. And then we're just going to place some musical pots, like musical chairs, with all of these.
Okay, so the pothos plant is going to go into this fun pot. Just double check that everything has drainage holes. Sometimes people forget when they buy pots at home goods stores. So I'm just going to break all of this up so I can give the roots a lot more room to breathe. And then I'm just going to add this to the new pot and add additional soil around it. And then I'll give it a good, nice haircut. Okay, I'm gonna repot my Monstera that I've had forever, and I honestly don't think it's ever been repotted. This one has been in here a very long time. You can see how squished all the roots are. This one was really hard to break up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stick it in the pot. Since it's in a much bigger pot, it's gonna be okay. So when I prune these pothos, I am looking for stems that don't really have any buds growing, or what they produce just does not look healthy, and I'm simply just trimming those off.
Okay, so this is the final product. We planted our new little house plants. It's gonna go into Danny's room. I'm so excited. And then our money plant, snake plant, umbrella plant there. And then I gave our pothos a much needed haircut. And then I propagated some of the other pothos into this pot. And then we replanted our snake plant and our Monstera.
Thanks as always for following along, and stay tuned for more videos.